to chat with you about something really interesting, something that most people may have not even thought of, and that is how you can actually lose weight and gain energy by eating more. And I couldn't think of anyone better to chat with about this than my special friend, Tina. And I love sharing this story because she was actually a client first. And we got along so well that we have stayed very good friends and chat quite often. And share each other's journeys that we're on. Thank you so much, Tina, for joining me tonight. And even though it is a bit later over in, I think, Adelaide, time would be what, right, 7:30 or something?
Yeah, 7:30 here.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. Thanks for having me.
So I'm going to just ask a few questions because this has been an interesting, I guess, topic. And I've had a few people asking me, like, how does this all work? So first of all, I wanted to start off with just really asking you, what was your experience, or what was it that made you want to do nutrition and mindset coaching?
I think just I was not feeling good within myself. I wasn't feeling healthy. I have tried eating so many different types of ways, like paleo and keto and like, all of that kind of stuff. And I never stuck with anything. And I know, you know the basics, and you should eat clean food, and but just to have, I really struggle with accountability, and I didn't realize how much I struggled with my mindset around food as well. And I was just sick of it. I was just over it. Something needed to change. And I think it's quite simple. If you're not happy with the way you're eating, then you need help. So don't overthink it, just go get the help. So that's kind of where I was at before I found you. So.
I remember you being quite unsure when you first started, like, okay, what does this actually mean? And we messaged a few times backwards and forwards because you were just wanting to make the changes but weren't sure about it. Do you think that it's scary, sort of like the unknown, or is it more that, whether you want to make the changes or not?
Yeah, I think it's like the main thing is investing in myself. That was a struggle. Just putting the money behind my health and me having to stick to something when I know I haven't in the past. So that's why it was quite nerve-wracking, and I was a bit unsure, like just what was involved, and was it going to be the same as everything else I've done, and was this something that was just going to last a certain amount of weeks and then it was going to be over with, and was I going to know what to do? And it was, I was already doubting everything before I even started. So I think I just had to trust my intuition and put my trust and that in you. And I think you made me feel quite comfortable with the whole thing. And I really did like that you've got different options as well. So you can do group settings or one-on-one and things like that. So it's good to know that you can start off somewhere and then go to something else, or you kind of can pick and choose what suits you when you're doing this journey.
Yeah. And I think it's I just wanted to acknowledge that us women can find it hard to invest in ourselves and want to put ourselves first and want to make the changes, because we get really caught up in looking after everybody else and making sure everybody else is okay. And, we kind of feel a bit of guilt around doing that. And there's no reason why everybody else in our life is putting themselves first. And we're like, this is weird. Should we do this? And it's just such an important part of the process, is really just going, what, I do want to make these changes. I do want to prioritize myself, and I do really care about my health. So, that's such a good point that you've made there.
And I think once you start doing the changes, you don't realize how much money you were spending on things that you shouldn't have been eating, or, you don't realize it until you stop doing it. I'll just have quickly grab this while I'm out, or I'll just have a coffee, or I'll just go out for breakfast. And all of that cost just as much as it did to invest in my health, which I don't know, when did I join? It was like November, was it last year?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm
Yeah.
pay for like however many weeks it was, and I'm still living the journey now. So, it's definitely worth the investment in my health doing that. And yeah, I didn't really notice the difference with spending the money on this, and I noticed the difference within myself, but with what everything else I was spending my money on anyway. So, it's just making a switch really.
Yeah. And so we talked about the topic being about eating more. What was it that you were sort of doing before that you felt like, okay, Melissa's suggesting I eat more here. This is crazy. What was happening there with you?
I did not have very good eating habits at all, and I haven't for a very long time. I would never eat breakfast. I would forget to eat, and it would be like 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'd be like starving, or I've got to eat something. And because I'm so exhausted, because I never ate during the day, I would just eat like, a packet of noodles or, whatever was quick to grab because I was just too tired. And, I would eat sandwich, like a piece of toast or, that just quick, easy stuff, which wasn't giving me any energy anyway.
Yeah. And that's so common. Again, it's like we're busy with everybody else and doing stuff, and we forget to like put ourselves first and go and check in with ourselves, like, what do I actually need, right? Is it something that you really noticed as you were increasing your food and eating more and having a little bit more structure there, that you were getting the results from that?
Yeah, I think just a simple thing like, upping your water and eating breakfast, just 2 simple little changes like that made a difference, let alone everything else that we implemented along the way and all the other things that we, learned to cook and that are quick and easy, just as quick as cooking 2-minute noodles. I can, just air fry some roast veg and with some season and a bit of, feta and protein and stuff. And it was just, is better for you, gave me more energy. It helped me, a lot better than just having something really quick and what I thought was quick and easy anyway.
I think it was good as well because you like cooking, so we we had a lot in common there of being able to have a bit of fun with some meals. Because another thing I noticed is that for women, we've been cooking for a while, and you kind of start to get, you still enjoy cooking, but you're not sure like what to cook, or you get over it because you're trying to think of something new every day, and just being able to have that re-inspiration and new ideas. And like you said, how can we cook something quick and easy, which really makes a huge difference as well. So I loved all our cooking sessions together, and I'm excited for more in the future as well. So much fun to cook with other women and to see other people's. I feel like brings out that creative side in you, like you get to really have fun with food.
Yeah, and I love cooking, and doing your cooking club, I really love that because you don't like, it's something that you really love to do, but you don't get to do it with other people.
Yeah.
So having other people there cooking with you was like so fun. I loved it.
If you didn't do the program, where do you think you would be right now?
Yeah, I wouldn't be in a good place mentally or physically, definitely not.
Yeah.
I can see the difference, and the tools that I learned in the program I still use to this day, and I would not handle stressful situations as well as I do now. Like last year, definitely not. Like, I handle everything a lot better now. I don't binge eat when I get stressed. I know to self-soothe now and use my tools and everything, and things I don't get on top of me as much as I used to. I can deal with everything a lot better now, and that's just from changing my food and mindset.
That gives you confidence, doesn't it? Like when you feel like, okay, I can actually handle my situations. I can handle what's life's throwing at me because I've got all the tools, and I'm also filling my body with food that makes me feel good.
Yeah, definitely.
Like even if we just have like go away on a holiday or have, a hard week and we kind of detour a little bit, you just really, really notice the impact that has. It's so quick and easy to jump back into, this is actually what I need to serve me and make me feel good about myself.
Yeah. And it's not like before I would just be wiped for 2 to 3 days. I wouldn't be able to do anything. Whereas now I just take, an hour or two out of my day to do those tools and I'm back at it. So
Yeah.
it's not like a big pity party and just being completely exhausted and not being able to function.
Yeah, exactly. So what was the biggest breakthrough you experienced in doing the nutrition mindset coaching program with me?
I think it really was like looking back at your thoughts and your feelings and your emotions, just those core categories that we worked through on, okay, I'm not eating because I'm stressed. And I think you were explaining how your body goes into fight or flight mode. So it shuts off your digestive system. So you're not actually wanting food when you're in that state of mind. And just, learning things like that just made me go, oh my God, yeah. So when I was in those stressful situations, I was like, I need to eat. Like I can't not eat right now just because I'm feeling this way. So that sort of helped me to get through my day without, not eating like I normally would and not feeling hungry as well. Like just knowing I still need to nourish my body, even though I'm feeling the way I was. And also getting back, working through those emotions and those feelings and what's behind that and what caused that. So then it doesn't trigger me anymore to want to go eat a bag of chips when something like this happens in my life, because you can't live like that. You can't keep going on forever when you get stressed or someone says something bad to you and then just going and eating bad food because that is your comfort. So just fixing or being not so much fixing, like everyone has their own journey with that kind of stuff. But I think just having the awareness that that's what triggered my eating.
Yeah.
And then having the mindset now with the tools to go, okay, I can change that now. I'm not going to eat that. I'm going to go for a walk and I'm going to drink a big glass of water and then I'm just going to make this. And, just turning that around to, and at the end of the day, it makes me feel better because I'm nourishing my body. I'm not stressing about something because I knew how to fix it and I knew what tools to use to get through the situation. And then just keep going. Like it's just it just flows. Everything flows a lot better now. I'm not so up and down with everything. So it's really was a game changer for me to have that mindset and knowing that, that was a big thing around my eating. Because you really don't think, you just think you got bad eating habits, but it's not. It's all just the way you think about food and the way you use food to make you feel good.
Yeah, absolutely. You think about it, like we've got to eat 3 times a day. So we don't get to run away from the food, or ignore it. We've got to sort that out. We've got to sort out that relationship with food, because otherwise, like you said, it's going to just keep impacting us and having things that are going to trigger us and make us want to go, soothe with the food is not going to help our situation or improve our eating habits.
Yeah. And even some of the situations where I thought I was doing that, when you actually dive in a bit deeper into the mindset, you go, oh, actually, that's not that. It's actually related to this. So you don't even realize that there's certain things that were triggering you because you thought it was something else. So it's like, oh my God. Yeah, it's you really do learn quite a lot and pick up on those things that you just wouldn't have thought to look at as to the reasons why, you were using food for comfort.
Yeah. I love that. Yes. And I just want to ask you one last question. What would you say to someone that is experiencing health or mindset issues, but is a bit too scared to take that step?
I think just don't overthink it. If it feels like something that you want to change, go change it. Like it's your life. It's going to make you feel better. You're going to get benefits out of it. It's not something that isn't going to make an impact on you. It's your health, it's your body, it's the way you feel physically and mentally. So just don't overthink it. Just back yourself, invest in yourself, because you're worth it, and it will change a lot for you.
I love that. You're worth it.
Yes.
We think that more, don't we? Like really get to that, I am worthy and I deserve to be filling my body with nourishing food and looking after myself.
Yeah, and I wouldn't have thought that before coming into your program either. But coming into the program, you do feel more worthy, and you do understand all that mindset around how you feel about yourself and how you treat yourself. So I think just having that mindset prior, knowing, no, I actually do deserve that, then you learn all of that through your program, and you can just keep on going and keep using that as a lifestyle. This isn't a diet, it's not a quick fix, it's not a meal plan, it's a lifestyle change. And I think that's what we all are after. We just want to be able to, I mean, I've got a husband and a little boy as well, so being able to implement all of this for the whole family and using those recipes and using the mindset stuff and the coaching that you get from you as well, it's really invaluable. Like I would normally have done the course, finished it, and then gone back to the way I was, but I haven't, and I've been using all the tools all this time now, and and if you do have a setback, you know how to get back on there, and you just keep going. So yeah, definitely just go do it, you're worth it.
Thank
Because you
you.
can do your program, and then you can still do the one-on-one coaching with you, and also you've got your society group. Like, I love our society group, it's really good. You still get so much knowledge from you, and you still get your recipes, like, so you kind of still having that journey with support. So it just makes you feel more at ease that if you do fall off the tracks, you still can reach out, you can still have people to talk to, you still got a community to chat with, and you're still getting that constant up leveling and coaching. So it's really good.
I said, investing in yourself and your health and building that confidence around food and mindset. And I feel like, obviously it's my life, but I just feel like that stuff's priceless. Like, there is nothing more important than how you think and how you feel. So why would you not want to be doing work on it?
Yeah. And I did, after eating, like we were saying, this is about, we were chatting about losing weight and stuff. I lost 15 kilos during the time that I was working with you. And that was eating more food, drinking more water, and having more energy and stuff as well. So, and that was effortless. That was no exercise, nothing extra. That was purely just changing my eating habit.
Like, it's so effortless. It shouldn't feel like work. It shouldn't feel like it's, you've got a lot to do. Like,
yeah, no, I wouldn't be able to do it otherwise, because I'm hopeless. I have no willpower whatsoever. So it has to be easy, or I can't do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Who does, right? So like, and you just don't want to feel restricted. You don't want to go from one thing to another, like feeling like you can and you can't have certain things. It's like, how do you find that right balance? And then once you have the balance, because the weight comes off and you have that confidence with your food.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, thank you for sharing. All right. Thank you so much, Tina.
Thanks for having me.
If you have any questions, please pop them in the comments. All right. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Bye.
Bye.